Hello you guys, and I am so excited for this video. This is my reveal of what I'm doing for Christmas, and so basically I feel like this video just kind of like I'm going to be putting together my list journal, and then I'm going to be talking about the journal that I'm going to be working on that's kind of like my December daily, but as I talked earlier, which I'll kind of get into that in just a moment, I'm not going to quite do December daily, which I know, I'm freaking out a little bit because I've done it for probably 12 years or more, but I'm still keeping a daily journal. So I feel like I'm just doing it a different format. Let's just put it that way. It's a different format. So, okay, so let me get started on what my plan is this year. I have been wanting to do this probably, I don't know, even in my old house I wanted to do this, but I never quite got to it, and so this year I started planning it out early on. And I'm going to be doing my theme around, it still has to do with my family heritage, which my grandmother was Swedish, and her mom, which I vaguely remember because she passed away when I was really young, she was Swede. She would talk in Swede. She also talked English, but I'm doing a little bit of research on her and trying to figure out how far back we go, which is really interesting because I had an aunt that did a ton of genealogy, which everything's online. I'm just like, there's pictures of my grandmother online. It's just crazy. So anyway, so I'm still kind of researching that. I just wish I had more time. I need to like have total, complete alone time. Maybe I need to go to the library and just be able to focus on my journal. Yes, on my Christmas journal, because it's important to me, because I am going to wrap it around my heritage a little bit, which is one piece of it, because that's only my paternal grandmother's side. So I really am, because then you got my mom's side, which they have recipes written in German. So, it's just, we're just a modge podge of people here. So anyway, okay, so getting into my journal. So this is, okay, let me start from the beginning. Let me show you my inspiration first. Okay, so I ordered these books off of, I don't know, I probably ordered it, this one I definitely ordered off Amazon. And I actually interviewed, her name is Hannah here on Instagram, and then she also has a YouTube channel, which I'm going to link her below. She is a journaler. Oh my goodness, she gave me so much information. That's why I said that I need to go to the library. I think I'm going to plan that out, actually. She did such an amazing job of answering my questions. So sweet. She's in Sweden. She gave me tons and tons of information and links to go to, and I can't wait to research. I'm so excited about it. I've been doing some research, but as we all know, time is sometimes scarce, but I'm going to make time because I'm so excited, and she took the time to help me, and I'm just so grateful for her. But but I got this book, and first of all, you know me and my illustrations. I just love this book. But I want to sit down and read it with my daughter, and it's basically St. Lucia morning in Sweden, which is, they have a St. Lucia Day, which I believe is the 15th of December. Oh no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. 12th of December. I have made the bread that for St. Lucia's Day. My family wasn't a big fan of it, and I can't remember why, but someone said that that their family isn't either, and so she substitutes it for something else. So I'm going to be working on that, figuring out what I'm going to do in that particular instance. And then Scandi Christmas. She is also on Instagram, and if you want to find some eye candy, oh my goodness, her page is just gorgeous. Now, one of the things that I had a hard time with like the simplicity of the Scandinavian is like, I love the red and white. You guys, I think I want to change my curtains out because I found some red and white curtains, and that would brighten up my house, and plus I'm like, oh, it would go with my Christmas. But of course I'd keep them up. But it's very simple. It's very simplicity. By the way, before I jump in, I had to look up how to pronounce this. Tomto. Gosh, see, I already forgot. I was sitting there saying it over and over. I Googled it because I wanted to make sure. Tomto is the name. They're little gnomes. And you know, I knew gnomes was from, like, the Scandinavian, and I knew that they were big, like, at IKEA. I know, it sounds so silly that, oh, I go to IKEA, so I know all the things about this Sweden. You know, that's not what I'm saying. But, you know I've gone there with the mushrooms, and it's just very nature, very natural, lots of red and white. Look, there she is, and she's cute. Look at the tree. I love the tree, and I tried to order one, but my daughter was like, you can see the tree branch. Well, that's like the Swedish tradition. You'd want it to look more into nature. So it's okay. But, you know, because I know that next year I may do my German heritage or something like that. So anyway, I just love this book. So if you got the journaling series, there's some of the projects in here that I have listed. Like, one of the things I have is these glitter paper trees as part of the pajama party. But I think I'm going to try to do something where it can fit in our journal. So, but here's an idea too. Look how cute that is. You just layer them up. I love this. It's so cute. And of course, glitter. But anyway, so those are my 2 inspiration books. And plus, Hannah just, she took the cake. I'm telling you, she helped me so much. I love this community of journalers, and, you know, and that ties in with the next project that I have once we get past, actually, it may be closer between Thanksgiving and Christmas, which is my girlfriends around the world. I want to kick off that, and I'll get in more into that. It's a journaling where we meet, where I'm basically going to be interviewing different ladies across the world, and most of them are either, you know, have some sort of creativity, because that's who I connect with on Instagram and things like that. So anyway, we'll get into that later. So one of the things that I read online was they watched Donald Duck, like 3 million people not log on. It's kind of like here in the States. I'm trying to compare it to like something like A Christmas Story. You know how it runs 24 hours? But they have this series of Donald Duck, and it's a Merry Christmas, and it's a voiceover, and like 3 million. So there's like 10 million people in Sweden, and like 3 million key in to watch the Donald Duck. So I was going, you know, I should do a Donald Duck Golden Book for my Christmas album, which I typically do my December daily, which I know you guys have seen it, but if you're new to this station, to this channel, these are the 2 I've done, not last year, but the prior 2 years. So, you know, we got our little Pokey, the puppy. And this is, I have flip-throughs of these on my YouTube channel. And then this is, I'll try to remember to link it below. And this is, what year was this? 2018. The Nutcracker, which I totally love the Nutcracker. But anyway, yeah, fluffy junk journal, fun. So, and this one, yeah, just fun stuff. So this is kind of what, I probably need some bigger rings. That's the part that you run into, is when you fluff it out so much, you need bigger rings. And this ring fell off, which I'm going to be replacing it. I'm taking these books with me this weekend when I'm teaching, when we're having a play all day, at, Little Craft Place. So I'm going to be taking these for kind of show and tell, that people can look at all the fun things, all the fluffiness you can put in your journal. So this is my journal this year, because now you kind of see the relation of where we're fitting in Donald Duck, is because it's going to be a Swedish. I ordered this off of Etsy. It's so adorable. We're going to be making these at Little Craft Place. But anyway, so yeah, so that's, and as you can tell, it literally just has the book in it right now. But we're going to be fluffing this up at the show. So that's part of the plan there. Okay, so that's going to be my December daily slash, oh yeah. Okay, so let me talk about my December daily. As you can see, it's very fluffy. I keep a creative journal, a daily creative journal. And so I really am going to be keeping that up. And I thought I might, like, okay, especially if nothing really happens that day, you know, go to work, come home, you know, blah, blah, blah. Instead of having, like, 2 things I gotta write. But, okay. 2 things I gotta write about, that's blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to do that in my creative journal. And then in my actually, Christmas journal, which typically is my December daily, I'm going to be including all the highlights. So like Thanksgiving's going to be going in here. Any kind of things that we do, we have all this stuff, you know, of course in our community, and so things that we do. And so all that is going to go in here, family, Christmas, etc. So that's kind of my plan for keeping my journal. And this way I can set it out on the table and view. Now, on days that have been blah, 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 do you like that? Blah, blah, blah. On days that were like that, typically what I would do is pull in like past Christmases or menus or receipts, something else that could tie into that day. It doesn't necessarily have to be that day. So, you know, I don't feel like I mean, you never know. At the end of this, I may have every day in here. It just depends on what's happening and what's going on. So I'm leaving it open. Let's just put it that way. I'm going with the flow. I am planning, that way I can set this out like I typically do with my Christmas journals, and that way my kids can go through them and see their past Christmases and things like that. So, and one time I did keep a journal like where I just journal, and they weren't very impressed with that. They liked the pictures. They liked to see what they were doing. And so this is, and I know that my son's in college, so I don't really get to see what he's doing on a day-to-day basis. But my daughter, I do. And then also, it's going to have all the Christmas, you know, Christmas, all the build up to Christmas. So yeah, so that's kind of the thought there. Okay, so then we have our Autumn Bliss series, which is we're going to be creating lists. And I've talked about this before. We're going to be creating lists along with the pajama party. And that is going to be going in here. Now, you might say, well, you're going to be creating lists. Why don't you just do it in your creative journal? I thought about that. But I couldn't use a cute little traveler's notebook if I didn't. And I couldn't use my bright, shiny Webster Pages journal that I don't get to use very often. So I'm going to be creating another, and you know, I might do some of my research in here for my, I don't know. I'm just leaving this journal open. I am going to be including all the build up to Christmas in here as far as like our lists are concerned and things like that. So yeah, that's the plan. And then like extras, and these you're getting like a sneak peek, even though I already probably have posted this on my Instagram page. This is the die cuts for this upcoming kit, and I'm going to be filling this up in here. You know, I'm just going to be making this really cute like this. So that's part of my to-do list. And then I thought, oh, and then this is my little, okay, this is my little Tomto. I got these from the Dollar Tree, you guys. They were like little ornament section, and look how sweet they are. And I thought these would go great. I thought about doing my own little area as this, for Sweden, I have a bookcase that I like to put different things on, and I thought, you know, oh, I'm already ripping this apart. It's okay. Kind of like frayed, I guess. It's not really ripped off. But, you know, I can put him in here. Actually, we can have him hang off like this. Maybe. You know, I probably should pick one that doesn't have a frayed ribbon area. That's better. Because that's just asking to fall apart. Let's see if I can get this squished through here. Get past his little nose. But it was real interesting reading about them too. The gnomes, like they're known to sleep under houses and protect the family. And so I thought that was kind of a cool little story. Isn't it so cute? So, endless possibilities with ornaments. Okay, so speaking of him, I did this a long time, not that long ago, a couple years ago, for a, of course my scissors, for an ornament. Because is that really bright? I added some new lighting into my studio here. And it is really bright. But I was seeing shadows in some of my other videos, and so I'm just trying to get my lighting right and everything right. So this is my little guy. I had made, like I said, I made him for ornaments, and but he can go right in here. I'm going to take this out while I work in it for a minute here. So that's, so I'm just going to kind of do like an intro page really quick here. I got this paper pack at the Hobby Lobby, and it is like perfect for this theme. It's very natural looking. I think there's even like, I've been using it already, like some red and white. Let me see if there's anything else. Aha, there we go. It's very natural. It kind of goes with the whole Scandinavian red and white natural kind of look there. Gosh, I really want one of those trees. I just want a little tabletop one. I priced trees because I would have had, oh yeah, so I know we had talked, I kind of talked about our what do you call it? The ever decision of finding a tree that we all agree on. And it's not that anybody doesn't agree, but I'm so wanting to do non-traditional. And as far as not this, you know, we have a 7-foot tree that's really tall and skinny. We've had it for, gosh, years. And now I did something to it and it's leaning. And so we have to get a new one. But and I know I've mentioned this, but in case you're new and you don't remember, it's probably last Christmas. I have this kind of like vision of having a tree, and I get it from my mom because she talks about her grandmother had a tree in her room. Of course, they lived in an older home in Austin, but she would have it on top of a cedar chest in her room, and that's where she had her Christmas at. And so I don't know, I'm just completely and totally fascinated with that idea, and I want to do that. And one year, I did do that with the kids. I had a little white tree that I had bought, and they absolutely, of course they were little, and I guess I should have probably known. And I only put red ornaments on it, and we have ornaments from like every year, each, you know, my son and daughter both get an ornament. And so you gotta think, we have all these Batman, SpongeBob, Bart Simpson, ballerinas, nutcrackers, anything that had to do with their football, dance, tubas, anything that had to do with their life at that point in time, I would buy an ornament. And so we have a Mod Podge ornament. Well, when I said, oh, we're only gonna put red ornaments on the tree, yeah, I mean, well, Brazos was still really young, but you know how it is. It was just kind of funny for them to be like, we hate this idea. And so I'm still fascinated by it. And I feel like, okay, over time, I can do that. I can probably do that. So, okay. Just not right now. But anyway, we bought a tree, a regular green 7-foot fluffy tree. And it should be coming in pretty soon. I am going to be decorating soon, you guys. I know a lot of people are like, oh, we gotta wait till after Thanksgiving. And I don't play by any rules. Whenever I want to do it, I'm going to do it. And I'm also having, this will be our 2nd annual tea party with my mom coming over, which I'm totally excited about. My mom and sister. And so I want to have my house done. I want to be decorated and festive and fun. And that is what I'm going to do. Okay, it just seemed like it was really thick for some reason, but I guess it's going to be. So I think what I'm going to do, and I probably won't do it really here on while you guys are with me, I'll probably do a little writing about what I'm doing here. Whoops. I love using these, you guys, as like journaling spots. This was from the Dollar Tree, but they're just those name tags. They work great. Now they're glossy, so you know you have to write on it, but I use it most of the time with stickers. So you have to write on it with permanent marker, or else it's gonna smear unless you wait, which I have no patience in waiting. But it works out great. So I'm gonna put this. If I had my multicolored permanent markers, I would do different colors. But going back to that, I was thinking about that earlier, is one of the things, you know, with this that's held me back on doing a Swedish Christmas is I love color. I love all the sparkles. I love the you know, especially like the Candyland look for Christmas. I'm like all about that. But you know what? We can make this however we want. You don't have to. I know I had one of these opened, you guys, when I did my other thing. I'm like going, I don't want to open a new package. And I had one here. I knew I had opened it. I'm not losing my mind. Sorry, talking out loud here a little bit. But so I'm going to put, when am I going to start this? So we're starting November the 6th, right? I'm not going to date it yet because who knows? I may add something today, you know? I don't want to like put myself in a situation where I'm like, oh my gosh, I dated it last week, or I'm dated it not till Saturday, I can't put it in. I know that sounds really silly, but I obsess over stuff like that. If I have a date in there, it should match what the day I'm doing it in. That's just my line of thinking. So I'll wait until I do that. But in the meantime, let's just add a little bit of flair at the front here with these cute die cuts. Or down here. And like I said, I think, well, you know what? Actually, I'm going to be putting like a piece of paper in here, maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I really don't. And you know what? That is okay. I love that joy. I want to use that joy in here. It just fit, didn't it? Joy reminds me of my friend Elaine. One of my Bernie friends. She's got joy. I think I want to put it down here. I just want to put something in here. You know, it's like once you start a journal, you just want to start. So there you have it. So this is going to be my Autumn Bliss journal for making up my list, and who knows what else. Maybe my research. That actually would be pretty cool. I think I like that. And then my Creative Daily Journal is just my everyday journal that I normally use. And my, I'll get that organized. My Donald Duck journal is going to be my December daily slash kind of like my scrapbook, my memory keeping for events. By the way, you guys, candy cane pen smells like peppermint. Do you guys remember those from being a kid? And just a little hint out there, it may be going in this month's CWR kit. Just saying. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. Be sure to tag me on Instagram at CWR Holiday Bliss, because that's what I'm going to be reposting and looking for when we go into getting creative. All right, looking forward. So the next video I'll be doing will be on Saturday, November the 6th. You will be getting a printable to go with that, and we're going to be making our bucket list. So, all right, you guys, thanks so much. Bye.